Yo, what's going on? What's happening? Listen, I know it's been a while since I uploaded a new video on this channel. I apologize, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back on, my grind and make sure that you all get content at least 2 to 3 times out of the week. All right, let's go. So before I begin, I just want to let you all know that you all may be surprised or shocked at some of my opinions of the particular subject that I'm going to talk about, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? If you agree or disagree with what I have to say after this video, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to speak your mind. Everybody has an opinion, you understand? So first we're going to tackle the whole Tory Lanez. So I don't know what happened. No one knows what happens except for Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, and the mutual friend that they have, you know what I'm saying? Which is, I guess, Megan's really's best friend, We do know a few of things that happen, you know what I'm saying? We do know that Torey, banged up, Megan Thee Stallion and her friend. We do know that Megan Thee Stallion actually got shot in the foot. We do know that there was an argument, but we don't know everything. We weren't there, So all we can do is assume. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that Tory Lanez is innocent. I'm gonna go with that, right? And that this is an innocent man that's put in jail. Well, let me explain something to you. And this is what I really don't like when people don't take the stand. You know what I'm saying? If you're so innocent, take the stand. Testify. You know what I'm saying? Your life is on the line. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. So he didn't take the stand. The second thing is, it didn't make it any better when he went to sleep in court. The jurors are looking at that. First and foremost, they already have this stereotype. They already prejudge young black men. They already think that we're thugs and we're this and we're that. And what you do is you add more flame to the fire or more gasoline to the fire when you're dozing off in court. You see what I'm saying? So if Tory Lanez was innocent, he didn't prove his innocence. If anything, he proved that he was a nigger to those jurors. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? And then prior to that, he got on, of course, these fools always get on social media talking reckless. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure some of that stuff was brought up in court. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that the prosecutor brought up some type of evidence that had something to do with social media. You see what I'm saying? Like when you're a star like that, such as Tory Lanez, you gotta remain quiet. The only thing that you should be doing while you're out is making music. That's it, and doing interviews. And if someone were to ask you a question about the situation, Megan Thee Stallion, etc., what you need to do is just say, I can't comment. You know what I'm saying? That's a pending court case that I can't comment right now. And that's it. But oh no, you get with the baby, the baby bangs her out. You get with him, he's full of controversy, because of the fact that he did, he said that shit about the LGBTQ community. Well, I'm not gonna say he actually directed to them, but he said if you ain't out there, giving jobs in the parking lot, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't make it any better. That's the point that I'm making. And it is what it is. Tory Lanez is gonna be another rapper that's gonna get locked up. I don't know if they're gonna actually give him 22 years, but he's gonna get some years. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't get, a certain amount of years where it's gonna affect his career, where he can't make any money, and he'll pretty much be an old man. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. People, listen, what we have to understand as black people, the black community, right? You only get one shot at life. That's real talk. If anything, the youth need to learn from Tory Lanez. You only get one shot at life. And that one shot that you have, you can't fuck it up. Straight up. People call me old head all day. I'm making it relevant. Hear me out. People call me old head all day, but guess what? I'm going to explain it to you. At least I'm alive and free to a certain extent, of course, you know, because we're living in the United States of America, spelled with 3 Ks, America that is. But I'm free. I get to continue to do what I do. And I'm telling you all, to the youth, you know, y'all have to, listen, I'm going to apologize. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to excuse me for those that, you know, think I'm all pure and, you know, just this lovable, innocent guy. But I got to talk to my peoples for real. You know what I'm saying? Especially my motherfucking niggas out in the streets. You can call me old head all you want, but another day, I'm living another day free. I get to fuck bitches. I get to smoke weed, drink, all of that stuff. I get to live out my dreams, whatever that may be. But look at Tory Lanez. And these rappers will have the nerve to call me broke. But at least I have something that they don't have. The ones that are dead and the ones that are in jail. My freedom. My heart beats another day. And I'd rather have what I have right now than to be in the situation that Tory Lanez is in, as well as Big Scarr. And there's no disrespect to him. May he rest in peace. But let's move on to that. It's crazy that I heard about this guy, you know what I'm saying, for the first time, and I did some research. And I'm like, yo, this dude is pretty much talented. Straight up. And you gotta understand, you know, I'm a New Yorker at heart, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to be technical with you, I'm not a New Yorker like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a hybrid, you know, I was born in New York, lived in New York, but I've also lived in North Carolina, you know, in Atlanta, and a little bit in Orlando, you know, throughout the course of the years, you know, so I can't claim New York. I can't fully claim New York because I didn't live all my life there. But for the most part, I'm a New Yorker at heart, you know, so I'm still with the boom bap. I'm a New Yorker, and to add insult to injury, I'm a New Yorker that still likes boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Even though I fucks with this generation music. You know what I'm saying? If you got good music, you got good music. There's a hands down. You understand? But I'm with the boom bap shit. I'm still, you know, with the lyrics and shit like that. But I listen to this man and I'm like, yo, this dude is nice. This dude is nice. He young, this and that and so forth. And no lie, this is my word. I started listening to his music and I was like, yo, why did this dude have to die? Why did he have to die? Why did he have to take himself out like that? You know what I'm saying? And I just think that personally, you know, they say that he died from, you know, fentanyl and this and that and so forth. And then it came out that he died from, you know, several different other drugs and stuff. And, you know, I'm assuming that, you know, some of those drugs were, you know, painkillers and stuff like that. I mean, Memphis, Tennessee, man, for all y'all that live there, I suggest that you get the hell out of there. That shit is real like that. Real Desert Storm. It's a real Iraq Middle East shit over there. For real. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because a lot of us, we tend to sleep on Memphis. I'll say at least in the past, not nowadays, but back in the days. But Memphis, man, they're kicking out mad rappers. It's mad talent in that area. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, not only is it mad talent, but it's mad dangerous over there. Straight up. So this man has already got shot. He already been shot, I don't know, multiple times. I seen his stomach sewed up and shit like that. I'm like, okay, he was probably taking these painkillers and these different drugs and shit like that because for one, the trauma, you know what I'm saying? You know, also on top of that, you go from being a regular dude to being a star. So you're paranoid. You don't know who may be out in the crowd to get you. You know, it's all types of things that I can assume that he was going through, you know what I'm saying, on a daily basis. I can't imagine, you know, I've never been shot, so I can never imagine what that pain feels like. You know what I'm saying? Be stitched up like that. I know a dude that got shot in his head. And he had a metal plate across his head, and every time it rained or some shit like that, the weather changed, cold or hot, and he used to have headaches and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you can't, he was on drugs. He was doing drugs. It's evident. Nobody was stopping him from doing it. This is a young kid. This is 22 years old. I'm not going to put the full blame on him and say that, oh yeah, he was responsible for his death. That man has been through a lot of stuff, man, at 22 years old, man. At 22 years old, I was, no lie, this is my word. At 22 years old, I was boosting clothes, going to the clubs, drinking, smoking, trying to fuck bitches. That's all I was trying to do. And I wasn't like in Beirut and shit, and with AR-15s like these motherfuckers in Memphis, Tennessee. In other words, my mind wasn't there. You know what I mean? I wasn't in fear of my life. I mean, of course, here and there, you get into fights and little things like that, as far as when I was 22 years old. But other than that, it wasn't no biggie. Straight up. But the man was talented. And I truly believe that he had a lot of demons and pain and all the rest of that stuff. And the only thing that could kind of alleviate or take the pressure off of him was the drugs. And then I looked at some of his shit like, yo, why the fuck nobody even talk to this man? If they so-called loved him, if they so-called enjoyed his music, why? And I'm talking about people that were, around him. Excuse me, unless those people that were around him were just as young as he was, or is, well, was, because he's dead. Or they were doing it with them. Other than that, where were the adults at to tell them, yo, slow down? That you have your whole life ahead of you. And this is what I'm talking about far as the youth in specific. Y'all act like y'all got 9 lives. Like, please, straight up. No, I'm just being real. I'm not trying to goddamn be sarcastic or whatever. Please tell me, do y'all know, like, what happens in the afterlife? Because a lot of rappers act like they know what happens in the afterlife. This is my word. Y'all motherfuckers is boom, 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 dropping back to back to back to back to back. Tell me something that I don't know, because I'm an old head. I've been on this earth for a long time. And I've been trying to astro project the fuck out of here for the longest. This is my word. So if you all know, you know what I'm saying? If you all met up with Anubis and had a talk with him, and y'all know the secret to death, afterlife, there's a heaven, there's a purgatory, or whatever the fuck that's better than here, please let me know, because I'll take fentanyl, I'll put a bop, bop, bop to the head, whatever. And that's real talk. I ain't trying to be funny. Please tell me something that I may not know. King Von, Pop Smoke, Young Dolph, Big Scarr. The list goes on of rappers that have passed away, young and old. That's real talk. But I'm just trying to understand, yo, why is the team didn't tell him? Now your star's gone. Can't make no money off of somebody that's passed away, unless you're Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Where Tupac left catalogs of music. Unless you're Biggie, where Biggie didn't leave too much music around, but they keep on recycling his damn rhymes. Like as if we gonna feel that shit. Ain't nobody feeling the same fucking rap lyrics that y'all just ripped off of the old tape, Ready to Die, and just put it on a damn new beat. I ain't trying to be funny, I'm just being real. But yeah, man, that man is gone. That man is gone, and I saw videos of him in, while he was in concert, he jumping up, he ran, from one end to the stage and was jumping up and down and then just fell in the goddamn crowd. Like, that's how much of a drug addict he was. So much, drugs he was on. just falling everywhere. Then he was doing this, he was recording live and he mumbling and dozing off and shit. Like, oh, man, come on, man. Come on, y'all. You going live and there ain't nobody, well, I'm pretty sure somebody did say something. And then it gets to a point where, you know, let's just say in the defense of people that were around him, you know what I'm saying? They might have said something. He just might have been hard-headed and didn't listen. Other than that, man, it's just another black man gone. Young black man, young talented black man gone. And it's just sickening. It really is. You know, and let's just talk about the overall state of the black man in America. You know, and right now, man, I'm telling you, this is my word, man. I just try to stay away from danger. I try to stay away from large crowds. I try to stay away from, you know, the clubs and the this and the that, because, yo, seriously, this is some real fucking shit. I'm an OG, for real. I'm an OG. I'm wise. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to life, man, I have the wisdom. This is real shit. We are an endangered species, man. This is real talk. We are an endangered species. For real, that's on some real shit. Like, man, people are just, man, out to get us, man, and it's just a shame. It's a shame, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're not bouncing a basketball, you know what I'm saying, catching a football, I can't even say rapping because, man, rappers are getting shot and killed every day, so that's not a good career to get into. Man, if you're not like, if you're not like into politics and shit like that, man, you're an endangered species. You gotta basically live in an area where it's just predominantly like white liberals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that shit is just crazy, man. How like the state of the black man where we're at, man. It's just crazy to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, you know, as a young black kid into a teenager, into an adult, I never saw this coming. A young adult, I never saw this coming. Never saw it, man. You know, I felt as though that throughout my years on this planet that we had some type of power. And we did to a certain extent, like in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I did feel a little more safer than what I feel now, or have felt. You know what I'm saying? It was a certain amount of respect that we had, you know, because seriously, with fear comes respect. And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just being real. Like, at that point in time in the 90s, white America feared us. And rightfully so. You know, we had hip-hop music. That was our voice. That was our news, you know what I'm saying? And that hit every, you know, hood in America. You know, and we were not only talking about the ghetto and the hood stories, but we was kicking knowledge as well. You know, we had our own clothing line. We had black TV shows, you know, such as the Bill Cosby Show, you know, A Different World, that showed us a different world. That, you know, just because you come from the hood doesn't necessarily mean that you can't go to college. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had, you know, we had black movies, you know, you know, in the 90s, we were in our own little world. But now, you know, we've assimilated, you know what I'm saying, into the system, like fully assimilated, you know, and we gave up the black clothing lines. Now we want to wear high-end European clothes, high fashion, you know what I'm saying, European fashion and shit like that. You know, we want to live where the white people live and do what the white people do, you know what I'm saying, 100%. And we don't mind, you know, anyone disrespecting, any and everyone disrespected us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a sad day and time for the black man. You know, like I said before, and I say it again, I try my best to stay out of the way, stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? I have to, you know what I'm saying, look out for myself, because I'm raising children, so I have to be around. You know, that's the problem. Well, one of the problems, the biggest issue in the black community is the black man is not there. And this is the reason why, you know, we have a collapse in the black family. You know, so for all the black men, shout outs to you all. Man, take care of yourself. Focus on your health. Focus on, you know, your legacy, you know, your money. So that, you know, when you have children, if you don't already, you know, you can leave something behind to them. You know what I'm saying? Mental health, focus on that, man. If you feel the need that you have to cry, that's another thing too, man. You know what I'm saying? Black man can't cry. We got an image to uphold. Whether that image was given to us or whether we just portray that image. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't have emotions, you know what I'm saying? But if you need a shoulder to cry on or something like that, man, go see a psychologist. Go see someone that you could talk to. You know what I'm saying? Talk more. You know, be more verbal about your emotions and feelings. You know, that's another thing, man. We just hold everything, you know, in our chest, you know what I'm saying, or in our mind, you know, and it what it does is it literally kills us. Stress can kill you, black men. It can.